So do you need me?
Oh, are we just starting?
Yeah, you can just start.
Oh.
That's kind of like, you usually give an indicator of like go or ready or action.
I was expecting like a...
And we're live.
Hi, I'm Grunk.
Hi, I'm Exedore.
In last week's Dev Update video, we asked you to send questions our way. We're here today to answer some of them for you.
When will we see the PTS program that was talked about in a recent video, and what will it look like?
We've already started our PTS overhaul, and with the beginning of next year, we'll be sending out a link to an application that allows everybody, including you, to actually apply for the PTS.
Yeah, go ahead and apply. It's going to be important that we have a good breadth of users. We want to have as many people in as possible and as many types of players as possible.
So keep your eyes open for that link and please apply. See, that was really organic, and that is quite frankly just how we have conversations.
And Sven's going to be like, oh my god, as many people as possible. Yeah, it's fine, it's good.
Do you guys have any plans for another optimization patch?
So actually, performance optimization is more of an ongoing effort.
Yeah, so when we released the Mofo update last year, we did a big pass on the maps to make them a lot more performant, but the maps that we've released since then have taken those learnings into account as we're developing them, so there's really not as much to be gained.
So with every update, we do actually aim at improving everything where we can. That said, we'll also have a couple bigger performance pieces coming your way. One will be switching to a 64-bit client, looking at about Q1 to do so, as well as upgrading to DirectX 11 and all the optimizations that that particular toolbox will give us.
Are you planning on adding different colorblind modes into the game?
Here at Splash Damage, we've always been big believers in giving players the tools to be able to configure the game to be able to suit their needs, and DB is no exception.
That being said, we have a lot of new and exciting changes coming your way for 2018, and unfortunately additional and new colorblind modes are taking somewhat of a backseat. However, that doesn't mean that it isn't constantly in our minds and that we aren't actively working towards resolving that issue for you.
What improvements will come to card crafting? Trade-ups?
The first news about the future of loadout cards will be posted in a blog post coming out later this week, and we can say that it's really only the first taste of what's to come for loadout cards in 2018. And one thing I can definitely say at this point is that we'll be bringing back tier-to-tier progression in upgrading your loadout cards.
Will there be any other way of buying keys for crates with skins?
Long story short, the answer is most definitely yes. That being said, as the system is still fairly new, we're waiting for things to settle for a little while first.
Yeah, there's been some pretty cool ideas of how else we might be able to distribute them, so please keep the ideas coming.
When are you going to release rentable servers, and can you customize them any way you want?
The first half of 2018, we will bring rentable servers to you. And yes, they most definitely will be customizable to a rather high degree. That being said, depending on what they're customized for, you may or may not earn XP.
Will Dirty Bomb items be available on the Steam Marketplace at any point?
We're currently investigating Steam trading and marketplace integration into Dirty Bomb's backend systems. We're aiming at delivering this feature to you, or its initial implementation Q1 of 2018. So up until we have more concrete news, please stay tuned.
Thanks so much for your questions. Please leave any more in the comments below. We'll be back to answer more next week. The first nudes about the future of loadout cards.
Hold on, the first nudes?
Yeah. No?
Wow!